strength in the tower. Dealing with fade. My least favorite part of the whole game. So let's get on with it. Light.
As you desire.
Oh my gosh, look at all that red. Legend of the Callan hat. No idea what that is. Okay, let's see. Sparkle, sparkle. I see no sparkle. I hear a bunch of screaming. God, that's irritating.
Now that would have a trophy or two. Delightful. I have done it. Of course.
Make a preserve.
I have finished.
Excuse me. All right.
All done.
Excuse me. This might actually be short. Alright. I know what's coming up. Templar. There we go. Oh, God. Hey, how's it going?
All right.
I knew it.
As you desire. All over now.
This is kind of a first for me. Okay, so Liliana.
I am ready.
Ah, here we go. Oh, we weren't.
You must help him.
Yeah.
This trick again? I know what you are. It won't work. I will stay strong.
The boy is exhausted. And this cage, I've never seen anything like it. Rest easy. Help is here.
Ugh, enough visions. If anything in you is human, kill me now and stop this game.
He's delirious. He's been tortured and has probably been denied food and water. I can tell. Here, I have a skin of...
Don't touch me. Stay away. Filthy blood mages. Getting in my head. I will not break. I'd rather die. Silence! I'll not listen to anything you say. Now be gone! I'm still here. But that's always worked before. I close my eyes, but you are still here when I open them. Don't blame me for being cautious. The voices, the images, so real. Did Gregor send you? How? How did you get here? Good. Kill Aldred. Kill them all for what they've done. They caged us like animals. Looked for ways to break us. I'm the only one left.
Be proud. You mastered yourself.
Be proud? What is there to be proud of? That I lived and they died? They turned some into monsters and... there was nothing I could do. To think, I once felt pity for the Circle. Now I'd like nothing more than to wipe their taint off the face of Thedas.
Interesting.
What others? What are you talking about?
Irving and the other mages who fought Aldred. Where are they?
They are in the harrowing chamber. The
I
sounds
see
coming
how
up
it is.
from
You
there.
come onto my
Omega.
stream,
We
tell
must
me you love
hurry.
me, and then you
They
leave.
are in grave
No,
danger, I am
thanks.
sure of it.
Thanks.
You can't save them. You don't know what they've become.
I see how you are.
They've been surrounded by blood mages whose wicked fingers snake into your mind and corrupt your thoughts. You have to end it now, before it's too late. Are you really saving anyone by taking this risk? To ensure this horror is ended, to guarantee that no abominations or blood mages live, you must kill everyone up there.
Wow, that someone just coming up, random, I love you, and then leaving. Wow. I don't know what to do with that, how to deal with that. Huh. Just...
That is your choice to make, but I beg you to consider what I have to say. You cannot tell Maleficarum by sight. Just one could influence the mind of a king, of a grand cleric. Make her turn his gaze on you. I hope your compassion hasn't doomed us all.
Alright. You stay there, Cullen. I'm gonna see. Alright, wait a minute. It's mine. No. No. Oh boy. Dude.
Do you accept the gift that I offer? Look what we have here. An intruder. I bid you welcome. Care to join in our revels? Oh, very observant. I'm quite impressed you're still alive. Unfortunately, that must mean you killed my servants. Oh, well, they are probably better off dying in the service of their betters than living with the terrible responsibility of independence.
I'm sorry, are you upset I killed your lackeys?
We needn't fixate on who killed whom. That doesn't help our relationship. A mage is but the larval form of something greater. Your chantry vilifies us, calls us abominations, when we have truly reached our full potential. Look at them. The chantry has them convinced. They deny themselves the pleasure of becoming something glorious.
You're mad. There's nothing glorious about what you've become, Uldred.
Uldred? He is gone. I am Uldred, and yet not Uldred. I am more than he was. I could give you this gift to win. You and all the mages. It would be so much easier if you just accepted it. But some people can be so stubborn. Resistance. Everywhere I go, resistance. How very inconsiderate. I even have the first enchanter on my side, don't I, Irving?
What have you done to him?
Stop him. He is building an army. He will destroy the Templars, and...
You're a sly little fox, Irving, telling on me like that. And here I thought he was starting to turn.
Never!
That's enough out of you, Irving. He'll serve me eventually, as will you.
I think it's you who should serve me.
Oh, I'm not stupid. Do you think I'm going to let you wander around this tower knowing you are a pawn of the Templars? You are a thorn in my side, and I must remove you before you fester. Killing you would be a waste. Your raw potential, with the strength of a demon behind it, would be unstoppable. I can do that. I can give you power and a new life. Fight, if you must. It will just make my victory all the sweeter.
Don't forget the litany. It will thwart Aldred's attempts to control the mages and win this fight for us.
Alright, first... Ah, okay. There it is.
I tried to be merciful. Enough!
Use it now!
Wait, what? Oh my god.
Make the preserve!
The light. Of course. All right. Let's use it. So I shall.
Let's make this quick! Make a preserve!
So I shall. Of course. All right.
Even the steps can be cut down. Poor weakling, put you into misery.
Let us end this. Go into battle. I shall do this.
Alright, alright.
The light.
Let's make this quick!
All right.
This is annoying!
All right. So I shall. That's no time. All right. Of course. The light. So I shall.
As you say.
All right. The light.
Maker, I'm too old for this.
Irving, are you all right?
I've been better. But I am thankful to be alive. I suppose that is your doing, isn't it, Wynne?
I wasn't alone. I had help.
The Circle owes both of you a debt we will never be able to repay. Come. The Templars await. We shall let them know that the tower is once again ours. I'll need you to guide me down the stairs. Curse whoever insisted the Circle be housed in a tower.
Oh my god.
Irving? Maker's breath. I did not expect to see you alive.
It is over, Gregor. Aldred is dead.
Uldred tortured these mages, hoping to break their wills and turn them into abominations. We don't know how many of them have turned.
What? Don't be ridiculous.
Of course he'll say that. He might be a blood mage. Don't you know what they did? I won't let this happen again.
I am the Knight Commander here, not you.
We will rebuild. The circle will go on, and we will learn from this tragedy and be strengthened by it.
We have won back the tower. I will accept Irving's assurance that all is well.
But they may have demons within them, lying dormant, lying in wait.
Enough! I have already made my decision. Thank you. You have proven yourself a friend of both the Circle and the Templars. I promised you aid, but with the Circle restored, my duty is to watch the mages. They are free to help you, however. Speak to them. For now, I will have to oversee a sweep of the tower. There may be some survivors, and we should do our best to tend to them. Please excuse me. And Irving, it is good to have you back.
I'm sure we'll be at each other's throats again in no time.
Well, that took less time than I thought it would. Alright, let's do it.
Here we are, the tower in disarray, the circle nearly annihilated. Oh, it could have been much, much worse. I am glad you arrived when you did. It's almost as though the Maker himself sent you. From what Gregor said, it seems that you came here seeking allies. The least we can do is help you against the Darkspawn. I would hate to survive this, only to be overcome by the Blight. You have my word. As first enchanter, the Circle will join the Grey Wardens in the fight.
Irving, I have a request. I seek leave to follow the Grey Warden.
When we need you here, the Circle needs you.
I appreciate the sentiment, Irving. But the Circle will do fine without me. The Circle has you. This man is brave and good, and capable of great things. If he will accept my help, I will help him accomplish his goals.
Hopefully you become a better healer. God damn. Of course it's my own fault for not double checking.
You were never one to stay in the tower when there was adventure to be had elsewhere.
Why stay when I can be of service elsewhere?
Then I give you leave to follow the Grey Warden. But know that you always have a place here. There is much to be done here, and I must go. You must forgive me for not being a proper host. The child is possessed. But killing the demon would mean killing the... Unless you intend to enter the Fade. Yes, it can be done with a group of mages. I shall gather what mages I can, and we shall leave promptly. A life is at stake.
Excuse me. Alright, we'll see you in Dragon Age 2.
You really killed all those abominations? I didn't think it was possible. I thought we'd all die here. I'm sure you need supplies after that, don't you?
Let's trade. Actually, I better gear up my people before. Whew. Something.
When? Is this yours? The Circle has always played a part in defeating the Blights. This is our chance to show that we will fight and die for our home, just like any other Ferelden.
Damn right you will. Oh, boy, another 2 months. Really?
Sadly not.
That must be something. But I will do it. Now I have a shot. Way to demonize. Let's go here first.
The Blight. How will you end it?
Oh crap. I thought that's
Is that all? It is surrounded by an ocean of darkspawn. How will you reach it? If you reach it, how will you slay it? You say you are a Grey Warden. I have heard stories of this order. Great strategists and peerless warriors. That is what we hear of the Wardens. So far, I am not impressed. Evidently not. It remains only to see what you are here for.
alright, no. Well, actually, yeah, just to make sure. Yeah, I never have to do that again. Do I do another playthrough? Jesus. Okay, what do I want? Ah, yes. What do I want to do? Whoops. Sorry, here we go. Liliana. Bet you should be into that. Helmet, no. Wait till that's tier 5, so no. Hoist. Armor. I have a massive armor. Only a Templar. Okay, so I know who that's getting on to, right? Plate armor. I'd actually like to see him wearing a collar like that. Mental resistance. Nope. Duration of combat. God, if she's gonna... She's gonna be my healer. Yeah, I guess I have to do that. Just actually Templar armor. Wow, do I feel bad about putting Morgan in that. Don, now to one, the second junior. Where he has armor penetration. Yeah, we definitely want that. Excuse me. Ah, what else? Okay, let's see. Anyone need leveled up? Here we go. Alistair. Sorry. Cleanse area. Oh. No. Oh yeah, let's. So let's sell.
You and your friends are formidable folk, indeed. It's good to have you along on the road. I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
I don't need it, but yay! Now when I level, I can hopefully start summoning stuff. Alright, so let's... save that.
Indeed.
Yeah, sorry.
Yes.
Alistair. Really need to get rid of this cough one way or another.
Yes.
What the hell? Oh, hey, I got to Redcliffe Castle without any problems. And meanwhile...
I bring word, sire. There are demands from the Banorn that you step down from the Regency. They are said to be gathering their forces, as are your allies. It appears it will be civil war after all, despite the Darkspawn. Pity. I also have an interesting report. There seem to be Grey Wardens who survived Ostagar. How, I don't know. But they will act against you. I have arranged for a solution, with your leave.
The Antivan Crows send their regards.
An assassin?
Against Grey Wardens, we will need the very best, sire.
And the most expensive.
Just get it done.
Oh, jeez, Oh, God. That bone placement. I thought they killed the kid while I was gone.
The mages wait to perform the ritual. I do hope this is worth the time it has taken to assemble them.
Ah, there you are.
Okay, next time I'll just kill you
We have
off.
brought lyrium and begun preparations for the ritual. We can start any time. It truly depends on the manner of demon. It sounds like a spirit of greed and desire, one of the more powerful in the hierarchy. It will likely engage you in dialogue and tempt you with an offer. Avoid it. Making deals with demons never turns out well. Yes, we haven't sufficient lyrium at present to send more than one mage into the Fade.
I'm glad we decided to take this route. This is really the best option.
Magic.
Very well. Who will go into the Fade?
Oh, I guess I didn't need to bring Morgan with me. Well, she's still
Then
going.
let us begin forthwith.
I can just feel Morgan give me a dirty look. Sorry. Stan disapproves, that's no surprise.
Is that you, Connor? I can hear you! I'm coming!
Father! Where are you? I don't understand. It's so cold. I want to go home.
You there? Have you seen my son? I can hear him, but I cannot find him. This blasted fog has me turning in circles.
This is the Fade. Your kind cannot navigate it any more than you could navigate a dream.
I don't understand. Where is my Connor?
I will find him for you, since I foolishly gave my word that I would. Leave me to it.
No. No, you're trying to lead me astray. I do not believe you. Connor! Connor, where are you? Is anyone out there?
Sorry,
Hello?
My favorite girl in this whole series. Here he is.
Who are you? Are you the one that made Father ill? Tell me now.
I do not have time for fool children. Now tell me where this demon is.
Fool! You won't get near. I won't let you.
So be it. Very well. Tear them apart!
Oh, that was fun.
You! You're the one making Father sick! I'll help him! You can't stop me! Get out of here! You have to get out! Why do you keep hurting me? Why are you trying to stop me? Trespasser! I will drive you out!
As you wish. I see.
I can taste your fear, mortal! You have no hope, fleshling!
We are victorious again.
I'll stop you! I will! Please forgive me.
Connor again.
Father wanders, seeking me, trapped within my web. All is as it should be. Why must you interfere?
Why do you speak through illusions? Come, let us converse.
No. It is time for you to go now. Do not persist, or things will go very badly for you.
Very well. I see.
I can taste your fear, mortal!
So be it. I shall do it.
Oh, here we go.
Very well. No more illusions. Now we meet face to face. You see my true form and stand in my domain. It is here I am most powerful. And yet I have no wish to engage your power, nor should you be so eager to engage mine. Perhaps we should converse instead.
Do you take me for a fool? I know better than to bargain with your kind.
Alas, that is sad. Very well then. If you wish a battle, you will have it. Let us see if your power matches your boldness, creature.
Very well.
Run while you can!
Very well. As you wish. Fools! So be it. As you wish.
So it is over. Connor is his old self. He does not seem to remember anything, which is a blessing. I suppose we will need to send him to the Circle of Magi's tower for training, once the war is over. It's so odd to think of the boy as a mage, of all things. Eamon has much to mourn and rebuild should he recover. But at least he can be thankful that both his son and wife are safe.
I owe you my deepest thanks. I can scarcely believe Connor is the boy he once was.
There is still the matter of Jowan. His poisoning Eamon began this whole mess, yet he lives. I must decide what becomes of him. We will hold him for Eamon to decide his fate. If he doesn't recover, Jowan's fate is sealed. What do you think? Very well. I shall have the mage imprisoned again for now. But our task is not done yet. Whatever the demon did to my brother, it seems to have spared his life, but he remains comatose. We cannot wake him.
The urn. The urn of sacred ashes will save Eamon.
That is a possibility. But there is a reason it's still an option. I am not simply grasping at straws.
My husband funded the research of a scholar in Denerim, a brother Genetivi. He has been studying the inscriptions on Andraste's birth rock. When Eamon fell ill, I sent the knights to speak to Genetivi. I hoped that he had finally discovered the location of the urn of sacred ashes itself. They were unable to locate Genetivi. In desperation, I sent more knights in search of the brother, or some clue of the urn's location.
No one else can. Even if I wished to do it myself, I cannot abandon Redcliffe to its own devices. Perhaps you could seek out the brother's home in Denerim and see if any clues remain on his whereabouts. It is the only place to begin the search, I think. I must go to the hall and begin rebuilding. I wish you luck, and may the Maker go with you.
All done.
Oh yeah, that's right, I already went through here. Pretty sure I just ransacked everything already. Boy, do I hate you in Inquisition. Boy, I hate that guy. Alright, let's get to Redcliffe Village. So I can just one quest because I totally forgot to do this. Meanwhile, back in Denerim.
Sire, I have more news. Oh,
Yes. Well, it seems that the fighting has gone
Enough.
exactly as you...
I would like to know what you intend to accomplish, Father. Should we not be fighting the Darkspawn instead of each other?
The nobility should be brought into line and then the Darkspawn defeated. This is no true blight, Honora. Only Kaelin's vanity demanded it be so.
Beg pardon, sire. But blight or no, we may not have the manpower to face the Darkspawn soon.
Kaelin approached your legions for support, did he
Never!
not?
Marek and I drove those bastards out! Not roll out the welcome for them now!
We need help, Father. We cannot deal with this crisis alone.
Ferelden will stand on its own! I will lead it through this, Honora. You must have faith in me.
Did you kill Kaelin?
Kaelin's death was his own doing.
My Valena returned. She told me of your daring rescue. I can't begin to tell you how grateful I am. Take this. A reward for your deed. It's dwarven made and should serve you well. Thank you again. I'm forever in your debt.
Thank you, kind sir. I'd never have been able to return to my father if it wasn't for you.
Fantastic Creatures Guild.
And after much sweat, blood and toil, her labors ended, and the world marveled at what she wrought.
Oh, yeah. That's right. Level up. Call a wolf now. Yes. Oh, Sten can. Oh, Sten's leveled up too. Why is your constitution such crap? Let's get to the camp. We're going. Talk to one end. Go see the elves. Or we'll some stuff before we see the elves.
Now that we're back at the camp, I want to talk about what happened at Redcliffe. I just wanted to thank you. You went out of your way to save the Arl's family, and you did it. Even though it would have been easier not to. There's been so much death and destruction. Well, it makes me feel good that at least we were able to save something. No matter how small. I owed the Arl that much. Good. Now that the warm, fuzzy part of the day is over with, we can get back to the ritual dismemberments. Oh wait, it's not Tuesday, is it?
No, that was Tuesday. Actually, it was 2 days ago. It's well the 11th here. No. Alright, so what should I want to do this? Gold bar. Sorry.
Is that for me? Really? Wow! Wow!
Wine. Inspect.
Why, thank you so much.
I'll screw you two. You boy. Now.
What? You found Flemeth's grimoire? Ever since we discovered the condition of the Mage's Tower, I had wondered if it might be recoverable, but I had yet to speak of it to you. How fortunate that you found it on your own. You have my thanks. I will begin study of the tome immediately. I do not intend to squander this opportunity to learn more than Flemeth wished me to know. This should be interesting.
Yay, I made more you happy. Dudes, did I sell
Something you need? I'm sure either my boy or I can help you out.
Yeah, I think
I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
Thought I did. Whatever.
Enchantment? Enchantment!
69 minutes. I'm mature. Let's talk to everyone. Let's talk to my girl first.
What do you wish of me? If you must. Well, that depends, does it not? What does she seem to be? Oh, she certainly was human. Once. Tell me, how much do you know of the tale? The one that the chastened still tell of my mother, to frighten them into obedience. No doubt such a tale has mutated much over time and telling. I can relay what Flemeth once told me herself, and you can decide whether or not 'tis the truth, if you desire.
As the tale is sung by the bards, there was a time when Flemeth was young and beautiful, a fair lass in a land of barbarian men, the desire of any who saw her. Many centuries before this land was even named Ferelden, the tales say that Flemeth fell in love with Osen the bard and fled the castle of her husband, the dread Lord Conabar, and that he swore vengeance for her infidelity. In truth, my mother claims that 'twas Osen who was her husband, and Conabar the jealous lord who looked on from afar. Lord Conabar approached young Osen and offered him wealth and power in exchange for his lovely wife, and Osen agreed. The life of a bard is a poor one, and love fades in the wake of hunger. 'Twas Flemeth who suggested the arrangement. All would have been well had Lord Conabar kept his end of the bargain. But he was a foul man who bargained with coin he did not possess. Osen was led off to a field and slain, left for dead. Flemeth spoke to the spirits and learned of the deed, and swore revenge. Spirits first, and 'twas they who slew Conabar. Flemeth did not turn to the demon until much later. Lord Conabar's allies chased Flemeth, you see, chased her to the wilds, and there she hid. There she found the demon, and he made her strong. The legends all speak of the great hero Cormac, he who defeated Flemeth and her great army when she invaded the lowlands centuries later. All lies. The truth of the matter is that there was never an invasion. As Flemeth tells it, the Chastened never raised an army under her banner, and she never fought with any warrior named Cormac. Cormac led a brutal civil war against his own people, and later claimed it was to vanquish evil that had taken root amongst the lords. Thus, he was hailed a hero. Flemeth was only attached to the legend much later. Perhaps 'twas due to the great war with the Chastened that eventually came, but Mother claims not to know how it began. You ask if I have sisters. I have asked of this myself. The stories tell of many witches of the wilds after all, not just the one, and these tales existed long before I did. Flemeth refuses to speak of other daughters, if they existed, so should I believe I am her first? I doubt that too. The Chastened tell of a falling out between Flemeth and her daughters. They say that one day she hunted them all through the wilds and ate their hearts. It may be true. I have never seen another witch or heard of one. Perhaps one day Flemeth will eat my heart as well. Flemeth tells it with far more embellishment than I, but you are welcome. Dare I ask of your own mother? Few are abominations of legend, 'tis true, but I find myself curious nevertheless. Ah, then you have my sympathies for what it is worth. Which is very little, I am certain. It matters not. Let us move on.
Such a force has not been seen since the collapse of the Tolita Imperium.
Something I can help with? Yes? What's on your mind? Where did you hear this? And you believe everything you hear? Not all minstrels are spies. Most are just singers and storytellers. But some of them are what we call bards. Many use the two words minstrel and bard interchangeably, but to do so in Orlais would cause misunderstanding. Bards are minstrels and more. Spies, as you say. Some say there is a bard order, but I don't think this is true. Many bards work alone or in small groups, doing the bidding of a patron who pays for their services. If there is an organization behind it all, no one knows who they are. What do you think? They infiltrate, steal, sometimes assassinate? It depends on the bard. In Orlais, there is much rivalry amongst the highborn. They fight over land, influence, and the favor of the Empress. But they cannot do this openly because it is impolite, and in public, they wear smiling faces and pretend to be civil. In secret, they plot and scheme to destroy each other. It is a game completely meaningless to anyone but its players. And I shouldn't I, after having spent most of my adult life as one? You've guessed as much, I'm sure. But does it really matter what I was? What's past is past. I found myself in Ferelden and sheltered from bad weather in the Chantry. And when the storm passed, I just did not want to leave. I like to say the Maker brought me here.
+2. Let's get a few.
Yes. Sitting, as you observed. It's what you asked. Parshera, was there anything else? Speak, then. Then I suggest we move on. As you wish.
I didn't score any points with them.
Something on your mind? Of course. Such as they are. That's a good question. There's plenty in Orlais, but who knows where they might be found. And the nearest Orlesian city is weeks away. If we go north and cross the sea, there's bound to be some in the Free Marches. Again, however, I just don't know where. I don't know anything about Grey Wardens in other lands. About the Grey Wardens, anyhow. Fair enough. Something on your mind? Of course. You never asked?
It's a cheap answer.
We are friends. I didn't mean to... It wasn't supposed to... Oh, let me explain. The thing is, I'm used to not telling anyone who didn't already know. It was always a secret. Even Duncan was the only Grey Warden who knew. And then, after the battle, when I should have told you... I don't know, it seemed like it was too late by then. How do you just tell someone that? I should have told you, anyway. It was important for you to know. I guess part of me liked you not knowing. They treat me differently. I become the bastard prince to them, instead of just Alistair. I know that must sound stupid to you, but I hate that it shaped my entire life. I never wanted it, and I certainly don't want to be king. The very idea of it terrifies me. For all the good it does me, my blood seems certain to haunt me no matter what I do. I guess I should be thankful that Al Eamon is far more likely to inherit the throne. If he's all right. Oh, I hope he's all right. And for what it's worth, I'm sorry for not telling you sooner. It was a dumb thing to do. I guess it's kind of a relief that you know now. Let's go.
Oh, it's been a long day. Rest would be welcome. Yes, of course. I am just a little weary. As you may have noticed, I'm no spring chicken. Thank you. You're very kind to say so. But in all honesty, I do not know how many years I have left in me. I have lived for such a long time, but there is always something else to do. And I have to keep going in order to do it. I think I will be glad when I am done. Thank you. You're very kind to say so.
I like how she said something completely different from the subtitle. Alright, what do I want to do? Go see the elves. Go talk to the dog.
Your dog is filthy.
Damn it.
I can smell him 50 yards off.
Sorry.
That may be so, but all the same, I would like your permission to bathe him.
That's a brilliant line.
Excellent. I will get my soaps, and the dog shall have his bath after supper.
Awesome. That's why I talk to my dog, to see him piss.
Yes.
Excuse me?
Yes.
Take the dog. What the heck is this? Red Cliff Dungeons. That should actually be more closer to the castle, I would think. Alright, oh yeah, right, shoot. Let's go see the caravan. We're gonna get jumped. Yep. Who do I think it is? Yes, it is.
Oh, thank the Maker. We need help. They attacked the wagon. Please help us. Follow me. I'll take you to them.
Let's see. Whoops, didn't want to do that.
See there? That's a trap.
Where? Oh.
Here!
Haha, they're all so eager to die, aren't they?
Oh, another fatality! Careful! I hope I don't get blood all over you.
I shall do so.
Your word. As you wish.
Now we play a little.
I go. So be it. Yes. It shall be as you say.
Get off my door!
Nera Cotton! I love this game.
It shall be as you say. Yes.
We are victorious.
Oh, what? I rather thought I would wake up dead, or not wake up at all, as the case may be. But I see you haven't killed me yet. Ah, so I am to be interrogated. Let me save you some time. My name is Zevran. Zev to my friends. I am a member of the Antivan Crows, brought here for the sole purpose of slaying any surviving Grey Wardens, which I have failed at, sadly. So would I be in your shoes. For me, however, it sets a rather poor precedent, doesn't it? Getting captured by a target seems a tad detrimental to one's budding assassin career. A rather taciturn fellow in the capital. Logan, I think his name was. Yes, that's it. I wasn't paid anything. The Crows, however, were paid quite handsomely, or so I understand. Which does make me about as poor as a chantry mouse, come to think of it. Being an Antivan Crow isn't for the ambitious, to be perfectly honest.
This elf is a crow. That makes sense. They are an order of assassins out of Antiva. I understand they almost run that nation, and are hired only at great expense.
Quite right. I'm surprised you haven't heard much of the Crows out here. Back where I come from, we're rather infamous. Not precisely. I was in the neighborhood when the offer came. The Crows get around, you see. Why not? I wasn't paid for silence. Not that I offered it for sale, precisely. Loyalty is an interesting concept. If you wish, and you're done interrogating me, we can discuss it further. Well, here's the thing. I failed to kill you, so my life is forfeit.
That's how it works. If you don't kill me, the crows will. Thing is, I like living. And you obviously are the sort to give the crows pause, so let me serve you instead. To be completely honest, I was never given much of a choice regarding joining the crows. They bought me on the slave market when I was a child. I think I paid my worth back to them plus tenfold. The only way out, however, is to sign up with someone they can't touch. Even if I did kill you now, they might just kill me on principle for failing the first time. Honestly, I'd rather take my chances with you. Well, let's see. Being allowed to live would be nice, and would make me marginally more useful to you. And somewhere down the line, if you should decide that you no longer have need of me, then I go on my way. Until then, I am yours. Is that fair?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Thank you, my lord. You won't regret this. I hereby pledge my oath of loyalty to you until such a time as you choose to release me from it. I am your man, without reservation. This I swear.
Okay, sadly, I'm just going to stick with what I have. Oh. How the hell am I still here?
Where are we now? Dare I even ask? Really wish there was a loading event. Oh, I forgot I could summon a. What the heck? Select tactics. Talents, that's what I want. There we go, that's what I want.
that. To the caravan. Oh, snap.
It appears we will need to fight this fight one at a time.
Oh, come on! You will not win! What?
As I say.
I'm so not used to playing this game with a healer. Ah, son of a... Love up. Balls, balls, balls. Alright. Okay. I screwed up. I effed that really bad there. Because I've been thinking this thing actually... Alright. Yeah, I so do not... Yeah, skipping that. Already went through that earlier. In fact, you know what?
What? You found Flemeth's grimoire?
Yeah.
Ever since we discovered the condition of the Mage's Tower, I had wondered if it might be recoverable, but I had yet to speak of it to you. How fortunate that you found it on your own. You have my thanks. I will begin study of the tome immediately.
God damn, this makes me look like a frickin' dwarf.
Secrets. My mother has many of them, and this tome represents the one time that they were able to get away from her. I do not intend to squander this opportunity to learn more than Flemeth wished me to know. This should be interesting.
Damn it. Alright. I'd like to say I can't believe I did that, but no, I honestly believe I did that. Do all this all over again. 'Cause I'm a dummy.
My Velena returned. Yep. She told me of your daring rescue. I can't begin to tell you how grateful I am.
Yep.
Take this. A reward for your deed. It's dwarven made and should serve you well. Thank you again. I'm forever in your debt.
Yup. Back.
Blessed are the peacekeepers, champions of the just.
Alright. See, often it's son of a bitch. Yeah.
Now that we're back at the camp, I want to talk about what happened at Redcliffe. I just wanted to thank you. You went out of your way to save the Isle's family, and you did it. Even though it would have been easier not to. There's been so much death and destruction. It makes me feel good that at least we were able to save something. No matter how small. I owed the Isle that much. Good. Now that the warm, fuzzy part of the day is over with, we can get back to the ritual dismemberments. Oh wait, it's not Tuesday, is it?
Alright. Oh, wait a minute. No, wait a minute. Save. Just gonna save the Redcliffe thing. Schmuck.
Yes.
Yes.
Indeed.
We're going to try a different approach. which includes getting jumped by the Antivan crows again.
Oh, thank the Maker. We need help. They attacked the wagon. Please help us. Follow me. I'll take you to them.
What?
Interesting.
See there? That's a trap.
An enemy lies
They're
ahead.
all so eager to die, aren't they?
For crying out loud!
Good shot. I still remember my first battle. Oh, the
I am ready. As you
I'm so goddamn glad I saved when I did. Oh my god, I hate these mages.
Yes.
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 Yeah. Follow me, I'm totally not going to lead you to a trap. Oh, wait a minute. No, we're doing this first.
Haha, they're all so eager to die, aren't they? See there? That's a trap. And so I shall. I would watch out were I you.
I should like a trophy! Yeah!
This I get.
Direct me!
As you say.
Ah, good. As you desire.
Immediately. We must strike. Quickly.
Take that!
Where now?
As you desire.
Come on, get off.
See there? That's a trap.
Where's my wolf? Yeah, surprise Alice.
Oh, what? I rather thought I would wake up dead, or not wake up at all, as the case may be. But I see you haven't killed me yet. Ah, so I'm to be interrogated. Let me save you some time. My name is Zevran. Zev to my friends. I am a member of the Antivan Crows, brought here for the sole purpose of slaying any surviving Grey Wardens, which I have failed at, sadly. So would I be, in your shoes. For me, however, it sets a rather poor precedent, doesn't it? Getting captured by a target seems a tad detrimental to one's budding assassin career. Why not? I wasn't paid for silence. Not that I offered it for sale, precisely. Loyalty is an interesting concept. If you wish, and you're done interrogating me, we can discuss it further. Well, here's the thing. I failed to kill you, so my life is forfeit. That's how it works. If you don't kill me, the crows will. Thing is, I like living. And you obviously are the sort to give the crows pause, so let me serve you instead. Well, let's see. Being allowed to live would be nice, and would make me marginally more useful to you. And somewhere down the line, if you should decide that you no longer have need of me, then I go on my way. Until then, I'm yours. Is that fair?
What? You're taking the assassin with us now? Does that really seem like a good idea?
Sorry.
All right. I see your point. Still, if there was a sign we were desperate, I think it just knocked on the door and said hello.
I hereby pledge my oath of loyalty to you until such a time as you choose to release me from it. I am your man, without reservation. This I swear.
Yeah, I kind of forgot how
Blasted.
easy Alistair. Well, if you stop freaking dying all the blasted time, Alistair.
Indeed.
Alistair disapproves. Crap about that. Little to none. Where's my wolf? Oh, son of a... Got stuck behind the blasted... Oh, now he's over here. Let's try this again. Oh, man. Well, this isn't what I was expecting. Far from it.
Poor animals.
What the?
Why do they attack? Of course.
I'm trying to be merciful.
There we go.
And so I shall. As you desire. Delighted.
Alright, so everybody's dead. So that. Corpse.
As you desire.
And here comes the bear. And there goes Yogi. Who had... Oh my god. Oh, excuse me.
I have been studying Mother's grimoire. Do you wish to hear what I have found? 'Tis not what I expected. I had hoped for a collection of her spells, a map of the power that she commands, but this is not it. Disturbed? Yes, perhaps that is the right word. One thing in particular within her writings disturbs me. Here, in great detail, Flemeth explains the means by which she has survived for centuries. Oh, if only 'twere so. Flemeth has raised many daughters over her long lifetime. There are stories of these many witches of the wilds throughout chastened legend, yet I have never seen a one, and always wondered why not. And now I know. They are all Flemeth. When her body becomes old and wizened, she raises a daughter, and when the time is right, she takes her daughter's body for her own. I do not know. Perhaps 'tis as she said, the Darkspawn threaten her as much as they threaten anyone else. Or perhaps she believes that this journey will make me more powerful. According to the tome, if the host is already powerful and trained in magic, it takes far less time for Flemeth to settle in. Indeed, that is primarily what this tome details. The various daughters that Flemeth has acquired, their preparation and training. I recognize all of it. I am to be her next host. This is my purpose. Do not be sorry. I am not. I am angry. There is only one possible response to this. Flemeth needs to die. I will not sit about like an empty sack waiting to be filled. Flemeth must be slain, and I need your help to do it. Because if she is slain while I am near, I am not certain that she will not simply be able to take possession of me right there. So obviously I cannot be the one to do it. Then what needs to be done is for you to go back to Flemeth's hut in the Kakari Wilds without me. Confront her and slay her quickly. I doubt she will truly be dead even then, but it will take her years to find a new host and recover her power, if that is even possible. The thing I must have is her true grimoire. With it, I can defend against her power in the future. Everything else in her hut is yours. I am grateful. The sooner this can be done, the sooner it will set my mind at ease.
Before anything happens, let's avoid some dumb fuckery from me.
You and your friends are formidable folk, indeed. It's good to have you along on the road. I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
Can Liliana use it? No, she needs 26 dexterity. Actually. It's 20. Yeah, I'm not freaking. money don't you have when I need to make actual stuff, good stuff?
Enchantment? Enchantment!
I shall treasure it. Thank you.
Is that for me?
Yeah.
Really?
Beef bone. Right. Rose Relay. I know who to give this to. Oregon. No. Actually, I think I'm just going to.
Even the Templars will be impressed by the powers you will command.
Alright, let's talk to Severn.
Here I am. Oh, this should be good. Go ahead. Well, the Crows would have you believe that it is an involved process that takes years of training. The sort that tests both your resolve and your endurance. Survive that process and maybe, just maybe, you're good enough to start being considered one of them. But quite frankly, the truth is that all it requires is the desire to kill people for a living. It's surprising how well one can do in such a field. Within the Crows, I did. But it has been something the Crows have devoted a great deal of time to perfecting. An assassin simply specializes in striking from stealth, and in maximizing that first attack to be as lethal as possible. Debilitate your foe, either by poison or by crippling their limbs, makes any follow-up combat you need to engage in that much simpler. See? Getting paid for the act is beside the point. An assassin is more a tactical choice than a lifestyle. Of course, the Crows like to pretend that their abilities are trade secrets, shrouded in shadows and wrapped in a blanket of mystery. So let's just keep this between you and me, shall we? Here I am. Oh, I certainly could, but I won't. I swore to the Crows that the things they taught me were to remain a secret. And while, yes, they are already angry at me, I'd rather not push things, you see. If you are truly insistent, well, let me think about it. The Crows are already angry at me, yes? Who knows? Here I am. Oh, this should be good. Go ahead. Oh, you wish to know about Antiva, do you? The only way to truly appreciate it would be to go there. It is a warm place, not cold and harsh like this Ferelden. In Antiva it rains often, but the flowers are always in bloom. Or so the saying goes. It's not really a matter of wanting to go back. I cannot go. At least not yet. I hail from the glorious Antiva city, home to the royal palace. It is a glittering gem amidst the sand, my Antiva city. Do you come from someplace comparable? Ah, yes, of course. The wandering life of the Dalish. That truly is better. I'm jealous. You know what is most odd? We speak of my homeland, and for all its wine and its dark-haired beauties and the lilo flutes of the minstrels, I miss the leather the most.
Is that some kind of euphemism?
I mean the smell. For years, I lived in a tiny apartment near Antiva City's leather-making district, in a building where the crows stored their youngest recruits, packed in like crates. I grew accustomed to the stench, even though the humans complained of it constantly. To this day, the smell of fresh leather is what reminds me most of home more than anything else. Oh, not so long, I know. It is my first time away from Antiva, however, and the thought of never returning makes me think of it constantly. Before I left, I was tempted to spend what little coin I possessed on leather boots I spotted in a store window. Finest Antivan leather. Perfect craftsmanship. Ah, but I was a fool to leave them. I thought, Zevran, you can buy them when you return as a reward for a job well done. More the fool I, no? True, and it's a comforting thought. One simply never knows what is to come next. How could I have suspected I would end up defeated by a handsome Grey Warden? A man who then spares my life? I could not. Quite right you are. I see the Grey Wardens do not recruit fools. Now, if it is all the same to you, I would prefer not to speak more of Antiva. It makes me wistful and hungry for a proper meal.
Okay. You know what? I think I'm going to call it a night. Thanks everyone for stopping by for this strain that accomplished jack all, other than finishing up the circle and then saving the child and getting me killed a couple of times. That's always fun. Oh, god damn. Anyway, so I'll be back, I'm not sure, next Tuesday or Wednesday for more of Dragon Age. Jesus. So, like I said, probably Tuesday or Wednesday, not sure when, but we'll be tackling the elves next week. So, thanks again for stopping by, and I hope to see you next week. Good night, everyone.